Morning, I am Lavanya. I have chosen the case study about how the fraud detection can be helped on the online payment, and I am going to explain how the fraud detection can be reduced using the requirement gathering techniques. How can we gather the requirements about the case study? The instant introduction about the online fraud detection is a critical aspect of e-commerce security. Nowadays, it is a major issue that fraud detection can be held in every platform in e-commerce, and it involves identifying and preventing fraudulent activities in online transactions, which can range from stolen credit card information to unauthorized access. And how can we gather the requirements for fraud detection, and how can the requirement engineering can be held for the fraud detection is going I'm going to now explain about it. It is an effective fraud detection in online payments requires a strong foundation of well-defined requirements. Requirement gathering ensures that all necessary functionality, data sources, risk management strategies are considered, and robust fraud detection systems. By thoroughly analyzing the user needs and system constraints, requirement engineering helps design efficient and accurate fraud detection algorithms. The technique we are using to reduce the fraud detection is use case modeling. It is one of the requirement engineering technique used to solve the problem of fraud detection in online payments in use case modeling. Use case modeling helps in identifying the various actors and their roles and their interaction between the context of fraud detection and the users. It can also helps to define the functionalities and requirements that need to be addressed to reduce the or prevent the fraudulent activities done in the online payments. And it majorly focuses on the data collection, pattern recognition, and model implementation. And this can be reduced by using the machine learning algorithms. And the requirement gatherings are understanding the business needs, technological infrastructure, data sources, or the requirements. And in this, the specifically identifying the fraud risks and regulatory requirements, and assessing the tools and systems needed for effective fraud detection. And the sources of the fraud analysis are the major for gathering the requirements for the fraud detection. And the major challenges in fraud detection on online payments are constantly evolving fraud techniques, like fraudsters are continuously adapt to bypass security measures, and the data volume and complexity, where the large volumes of transactional data is used for analysis, real-time detection, identifying and preventing fraud as transaction occurs, user experience impact, where the balance security measures without the user experiences. Solutions to overcome the fraud detection challenges are, as mentioned before, there is a machine learning, and you're using the AI, we can detect the accurate detection of the frauds, and the behavior analysis by analyzing the user behavior for the detection, and real-time monitoring is very much useful to detect the fraud. When we can use the real-time monitoring. And the main importance of eliciting the requirements in fraud detection, as mentioned, as business requirements is one of the major elicitation requirement for the fraud detection. And the defining the system capabilities and the enhancing the system scalability, like if we enhance the system scalability, we can ensure that fraud detection can scale with the businesses, and technical aspects and stakeholder needs and domain experts are major for the elicitation. And the best practices for fraud detection is advanced algorithms using the machine learning or AI utilization, or multi-layer security utilizing the multiple layers of security for comprehensive protection, data analysis. And the conclusion is continuous improvement, data driven decisions, user centric approach, collaborative efforts. These are the key aspects that we can able to detect the fraud in the online payments, and we can ensure that there will be no fraud detection if you do the all the requirement gathering and technique properly. And thank you.